Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the GOP and the Democratic Party in the state of California. In particular, what's brought this to interest is the California gubernatorial recall election against Governor Gavin Newsom of the state of California. As we all know, the recall election is September 14th against Governor Newsom. And in the latest polls, we can see that Governor Newsom is up 8.4% in the keep category, meaning the likelihood of him getting recalled is not very much, right? He's probably going to stay in office. However, I find it interesting because I've got a lot of comments, questions talking about this in particular, and talking about what this could mean for the future of California if Governor Newsom gets recalled. And one of the most common things I've got told is that President Trump could win the state in 2024 if he runs again for president. And something that we look into on this is the percentage range, because in a recall election, it's all the candidates on the, you vote for the yes or no recall, and then if you vote yes to recall, you vote who you want the replacement to be. And there's a bunch of candidates on the replacement category, right? So a candidate could win the governor's recall election with 20%. That's not a majority of the vote, but they could still win the recall election because there's so many candidates on that next question. So if Governor Newsom gets recalled, we could see a governor of the state of California that didn't have a majority of the vote, didn't have over 50%. They could have like 20% of the vote in California, meaning this wouldn't really change the 2024 presidential race, right? If we look in the state of California in the 2020 presidential race, we can see that Joe Biden won by roughly 29% in the state. That's a huge margin. And to say that President Trump could come back in 2024 and win the state, I won't say is impossible, but is very, very unlikely. Right? We can see here that President Biden won the state by over 29%. That's a huge margin. And talking about the requirements for the recall election, the requirements were simply a 12%, roughly 1,500,000 votes, or petition signatures for the recall election. And if we look at President Trump's numbers in 2020, President Trump had 6 million votes in the state of California. So that just goes to show that that President Trump could not win, really, the state of California. I won't say it's impossible. Again, I won't say it's impossible because nothing is impossible, but it's very, very unlikely. And it was not very hard to get the recall election to happen in the first place. And what brought Gavin Newsom down at the beginning of August was right around when the Afghanistan stuff and Biden's approval rating started shifting. And no one was really campaigning for Newsom, so he started going down in poll numbers. And it just went to show. But then, the Democrats noticed that, and they started campaigning more, which ultimately brought us to around the end of August, up 4%. And as of yesterday, up 8.4%, September 2nd, up 8.4%. Now looking at the candidates to replace Governor Newsom, say that these polls are inaccurate, right? Very unlikely, but say that they are inaccurate, and Governor Newsom does get recalled. The replacement candidate up is by 13.9% is Elder. So we could see a candidate like Elder be the next governor of the state of California without a majority, without over 50% of the state of California voting for him. So saying that that Donald Trump or whoever the Republican nominee is in 2024 could win the state, again, is not impossible, but very, very unlikely, especially going from over 29% in the Democrats' favor to saying that a Republican could win the state 4 years later is, again, not impossible, but very, very unlikely. And something traumatic would have to happen for such a situation to occur. Going back to the recall election and going back to the signature count, as I mentioned before, you have to have roughly 1,500,000 signatures, 1,500,000 signatures, sorry about that, which is roughly equaled out to 12% of the voters in California as of 2018. That's the requirement for the recall election. That's 12%. And, Donald Trump, like I said before, lost this state in 2020, not even a year ago, by 29%. That's a huge margin. Huge margin. And to go from saying that it could go from a Democrat, Joe Biden winning the state by 29%, to saying Donald Trump could win the state is just very inaccurate and not true. And even in the unlikely case that Governor Newsom does get recalled, we don't have poll numbers yet for this, but it's very unlikely that if Elder runs in 2022, that he would win the election. I do not personally believe that. I think that the Democrats would come back in 2022, and that then we would have a Democratic governor again. But again, I don't see Governor Newsom getting recalled at all. I don't see the chance for it. Obviously, it's not impossible. I just, by the poll numbers and him continuing going up, and the keep strategy is definitely helping him. And as of today, I don't see a possible route for the Democrats to win the presidential race in California in 2024. The Republicans, I don't find a path to victory. Sorry if I said Democrats. I meant Republicans. I don't see a path for the Republicans to win the presidential race in the state of California in 2024. It's far too unlikely, and it's very, very, very unlikely. But thank you all for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. The reason I filmed it is because I got a lot of questions, concerns, comments about this, and I thought it was important to talk about it. Again, we don't know what will happen in the recall election. Governor Newsom could get recalled. As of today, I don't think he will, but he could. And in the unlikely case that he does, I want the people to know that it's very unlikely for a Republican to win the state of California in 2024. Again, not impossible, but very unlikely. But thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and press that bell notification so you get notified when we post a new video. Don't forget to also check out the Instagram linked in the description of this video, where you can find when we post new videos. You can find election predictions, poll numbers, anything else over on the Instagram channel. We would love to chat with you over there. Feel free to DM us. And if you feel led to, go ahead and comment down below your thoughts about this recall election in 2024, the presidential race in 2024 in California. Go ahead and leave your thoughts down below. We would love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and we will see you all later.